Now, everyone everywhere has that guy. The guy that's just super cool, knows everything, and has jokes for days. Everyone likes him, and how could they not? He's witty, knows about every topic you could bring up, and seemingly is always in the topic of discussion. You probably sit there while he speaks and think to yourself, damn, how is this guy really just the guy? How does he get everyone to like him? How does he have so many friends and seemingly just always has more coming through the door? And how can I be more like him? What do I have to do to just be more acceptable? Well, in this video, I'm going to tell you exactly how you can inch your way to being closer to actually being that guy. Now, you might think to yourself, well, it's just who they are. They're just naturally gifted with being charismatic, or gifted with being able to know everything about every conversation. However, behind closed doors, there is so much more that goes into that. This guy didn't just wake up one day and know everything about sports, or about that one movie that came out 10 years ago. He actually worked for it. And this is how you can too. Do you ever just walk by somebody in real life and think to yourself, yep, this guy's a bot. There's literally no way this guy isn't an NPC. Well, somebody has probably thought that about you at least once or twice. But that won't ever happen again. I want you to start taking life into your own hands and actually craft yourself into that guy. And this leads me to my step 1. Actually study cool things. When you're sitting in the circle and the topic of sports comes up, but you know absolutely nothing about it, so you just end up sitting there and listening, this is where that guy would step in and start talking the most sophisticated information about sports that makes you wonder, how in the hell does this guy know about all of this? So let's make you that guy. I want you to start taking time out of your day, maybe just 10 or 20 minutes a day, and start watching sports. Learn about the players' names, or maybe start watching all of the new and old interesting movies that have come out today. This takes time to soak in all of the information and actually learn about them so that the next time that this topic or whichever topic you're interested in actually pops up, you're literally ready to slam dunk like prime Michael Jordan. Where before everyone knows you to be that guy that sits there and doesn't input anything interesting, you're now going to be that guy that somehow has a comeback for everything that anyone is saying. And here comes step 2. Just be interesting. Now, let's take a second and actually analyze what's so special about this guy. Because I can promise you that the guy is not just some overweight middle-aged man with 0 hobbies. He's definitely either built like Larry Wheels, has some really interesting hobby like cars, or he's the best joke cracker you've ever met in your life. Either way, this guy has something to him. Something that makes him grab everyone's attention. Learning movies and sports is cool, but you don't ever get that chance to let all that information out if you aren't able to start the conversation and get people to want to come up to you and listen to you. So step 2 is to simply make yourself interesting. Now, I'm not saying to show up to work or school or that friend meetup dressed as a clown, but I'm saying to find something that'll give you an edge. We all know that one person that shows up anywhere with the most energy you've ever seen in your life. And it makes you wonder, is this guy coked up or something? How in the fuck is this guy so energetic right now? But in reality, even if you're thinking it, you see this guy and immediately think to yourself, damn, let me go say what's up to him. You're excited to see this guy, not just because he's super energetic, but because you know what this guy is going to be able to give you. He's going to crack the jokes. He's going to know about that football game that happened last night. Or he's going to see the new gas engine Charger that Dodge just announced, and you know he's going to be wanting to talk about it. So, in short, find that something. Find that quirk that's going to make people want to come up to you. Whether it's getting jacked, being energetic, or work to be so stupidly witty that everyone just has to come up to you. Now, step 3 is really short. Just take care of yourself. So, we've noticed that this guy knows about everything, has that weird quirk to him that just makes him approachable, but what else? He's confident. You know he takes care of himself. You know he has something going for him. You wouldn't just head up to the guy that looks, smells, and acts like he's hiding something. If anything, that guy just pushes you away by his down demeanor. So honestly, short and sweet. Make yourself more approachable by having good hygiene. Have confidence in yourself that you are that guy, and the confidence alone is going to push you miles ahead than anything else. There's this phrase, look good, play good. When you take care of yourself, smell good, and have good hygiene, the confidence just comes your way without even needing to invite it in. And with the confidence, you're one step closer to being that guy. Now on to step 4, posture. There's a thing called open posture. Now, this is simple, but actually doing it, maybe not so much. Open posture by itself is simply keeping the middle of your body open. Open arms, open gestures. What this means is no crossing your arms. Don't be caught with your arms directly in front of you with your face in your phone. All this does is send nonverbal communication that you are not willing or wanting to talk. When people pick up on nonverbal communication, which everyone does subconsciously, it'll make them think that you don't want to be approached. You don't want to have that conversation where in reality you might want to, but your body language isn't saying it. This one is difficult because it'll take a lot of conscious effort to actually focus on keeping yourself open, mentally and physically. However, with enough dedication and focus, you can turn this new form of nonverbal communication into a habit of being open, a habit of being more successful. So I challenge you tomorrow, wherever you go, or the next time you go out, focus on being more open. Open your arms, keep your head up, smile, keep the center of your body not blocked off by anything. This could be a wall, or an item, or a backpack for God's sake. And truthfully, you may not notice it in the beginning, but the next time that you see that guy, actually focus on what his body language is, and I can promise you 9 times out of 10, that guy is going to have an open body posture, and that is a big part of why he may seem so inviting and interesting to talk to. And now for the last and probably most important step. Just be yourself. Sure, these steps before this last and final one might seem like they exist to try to change who you really are. However, they really only provide you with the tools to be who you really are, but just better. Even though everyone isn't a detective, it's pretty obvious when someone is blatantly lying to you. And if you're hiding who you really are in the pursuit to be more popular, trust me, others are definitely going to find out. So instead, use these tips to find ways to truly express who you really are. Be genuine. No one likes someone who isn't ever genuine. So when you're in that circle discussing a topic or when you're introducing yourself to new people, although you want to follow these tips, just be yourself. You might think to yourself, well, if they aren't hanging out with me now, I just need to change who I am. But in reality, the biggest thing that guy has over you is that he probably just doesn't care that much what others think about him. He doesn't listen to that little voice in his head that deters him from being who he really is. And in all reality, that is the main reason why everyone likes him as much as they do. So just be yourself. Use these tips to work your way into these conversations and craft yourself into a better version of yourself. And trust me, once you put these tools to work, you won't be disappointed. So now when you see that guy doing his thing, you know how he's doing it. And soon, you'll be doing it too. I want to thank you for sticking with me through the end of this video, and if you feel like this video actually helped you understand on how to be just a little bit cooler, feel free to like and subscribe, and maybe even let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thank you for watching.